of steel structures, that is of remaining parts. So I have mentioned here axial and flexural members. Means here we have tensile tension members, compression members, beams, plate girders. So remaining all parts. So first we have steel member M has reversal stress due to live loads, whereas another N has reversal of stress due to wind load. The maximum slenderness ratio permitted. So if we will go to IS 800 2007, we have table 3, and from this we are going to get this M lambda 180 and N lambda 350. So M we have less than N, and therefore we have option that is A. Then the permissible stress in axial tension in steel member on the net effective area of the section shall not exceed the following. So we have 0.6 Fy. Consider the following statement. So I will not read all the statement. So first we have related with load that, and second we have that is related with less column. So second, that is spacing of lacing does not depend on the slenderness of column as a whole. And we have that statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. So that depends on your slenderness of column. Then we have these groups are given, group 1 and group 2. And in this, if you are going to be, that is flange splice, so that will be away from the center. So P we should have 2. Then Q web splice. So web splice should be away from the support. So we have Q3. R bearing stiffener, that will be at support. So we have 1. So we have option that is A. So S also we have 5. In the design of welded tension member, consider the following. And we are interested with 2 statements. So you can read this, and from this you are going to get that 1, 2, and 3. All 3 statements are correct. A steel section is subjected to combination of shear, and the applied shear force V and the shear capacity of this section is Vs. And we know for high shear we should have V greater than 0.6 Vs. So option is A. Now here these statements are given, and we have to see the correct statement, true statement. So here we have first and second. These 2 statements, these are same. Then we have the square root of the ratio of the moment of inertia of the cross section to its cross sectional area is called. So we have under root I by A, which is radius of gyration, D. Again, consider the following statement. You can see these statements are given in IS 800 2017, and table and page numbers are mentioned, or class number is mentioned. So we have 1, 2, and 4 are correct. Option is D. Then the adjoining figure shows a schematic representation, and then we have to see which statement pair of statement is correct. So that is B. RS helps to prevent local buckling, and then PQ should be placed in the compression side of the flange. So B option. Then in a plate girder, the web plate is connected to the flange, and the size of fillet weld is designed to safety resist. That will be against the horizontal shear force between the flanges and the web plate. Option is C. Now a symmetrical I section is given, and we have to find out magnitude shear stress in the web at the junction with the top flange. So we are going to get in this way. So if we will draw I section and solve this, then we have this will be BD cube minus BD cube. And from this we will get answer 71 Newton per mm square. 71.06. The steel column ISHB is given, and we have to determine using limit state method, neglecting the weight of base plate and steel column, the length of a side of the base plate to be provided. So we have this, and if we will provide square section, then we are going to get that as 48 centimeters. So option is D. Then we have given this angle. Now if as we have this as equal angle, so we have IXX equal to IYY, and we have IXX, that is 63.5 3 times 0. So if we will find IYY, that will be greater than this. So RYY will be greater than RXX. So we have to find only RXX. and that will be 46.6 millimeter. Sorry, this option we have, that is option we have C. Option is C. Then the semi-compact section is given, and we have given that is elastic end section modulus. So as we have given semi-compact, so we have formula that is ZE into FBD. And then if we will substitute these values, then we will get 100 kilonewton meter. That is answer for this 15. Then a prismatic proper cantilever. Now these all problems, since after we have, that is on plastic analysis, because in gate examination this portion is included in steel structures. So now in this we have given this W, and we are interested to find out that collapse load for this. So now we have this hinge will be formed that is under the concentrated load and at fixed end, because we have places first we have at fixed end, then we have that under concentrated load, then we have in between UDL, then we have continuous support. So likewise these will be formed. So here we have fixed support and concentrated load. So here hinge will be formed under this, and therefore we will get theta equal to theta B, and that is equal to delta upon L by 2. And then we have to use virtual work method, and in this we have external work done equal to internal work done, gives me value W is equal to 6 MP by L, and alpha we will get it as 6. Then a fixed end beam is subjected to concentrated load. So we have like this. And then now if you will see this, we have first that is your hinge, we have under concentrated load at fixed beam at fixed end, and this will be first mechanism. And in second mechanism we are under the load, and then we have at fixed ends. And then we have to calculate values first by mechanism 1, where we have P into delta 1, and delta 1 we will get that is 2 delta upon 3L, which is equal to 5 MP into delta L. And 5 MP means we have 2 MP that is at this, then we have MP, and then we have MP. So at the junction you have to use minimum of the two, and therefore we have taken MP. So we have 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5. So 5 MP into delta by L. And from this we will get value of PU 7.5. So this is 5 MP into theta, and theta we have delta by L. And from this we will get PU that is equal to 7.5 MP by L. And if we will go to mechanism 2, then you are in the fashion. So we have in this way, and then we have answer that is 6 MP by L. So we will have, this will be, so actually here we will get it as 6 MP by L and 7.5 MP by L. And from this we will get value of P here. Sorry, this will be 2 actually. This is both side. We have in between point. So we have 2, 2, 4, 2, 6 and 7. So we have this will be 7 MP by L. And here we have, sorry, 3, 2, 5 to 6. So this value actually, if we will calculate, then you will get this greater than 7.5 MP by L. 7.5 MP by L. Because theta we have delta 2L by 3, and here we have actually 5. And therefore we have, this will be 5 3s are 15 by 2, and this will be 3 by 2. So 15 and 3, 18 by 2. So this value we have actually 9 MP by L. So we have this will be 9, and therefore we have this value that will be 7.5 MP by L. Then we have for this formation, again now I will not explain this. So we have 6 MP, and then we have 3.33 MP. So answer is 3.33. So minimum we have to take. Then we have 19. Again, all these problems we have to solve in the same fashion. So we have answer that is 6 MP by L. Just MP we have to take moment about this. And then for this one, we are going to get that P by 2 into L by 3. So we have 6 MP by L. So option we have C. Then 20, as per IS 800 2007, we have that extreme fiber can reach the yield stress but cannot develop the plastic moment of resistance due to failure by local buckling is classified as, we have answer is C, semi-compact section. Then we have this proper cantilever, and for this one we have to uh, determine value of P. So in the same fashion we have to solve this. You can see this. So we have this will be 90 kilonewton meter, which will be at your fixed end, and by using equilibrium equation we will get value of R, that will be 60 kilonewton. So we have this value of W. In the same way we have to go again, and then we have delta by 7, delta by 3, and using virtual work method you can see we will get this value, that is W is equal to 13 MP by 21. So option we have, that is option is D. Then a continuous beam is loaded as shown in figure. So we have given in this way. So in first we do not have any load. So we have mechanism 1 and mechanism 2. And if we will solve this mechanism 1 and mechanism 2, so from mechanism 1 we have 8 MP by L. Mechanism 2 we have 6 MP by L. So option we have B. Then we have this, so you can see over here, so we have given this value theta A, theta B, delta L1 by L3, and then if you will solve this, you will get this value 5 MP by L. Similar value we will get if instead of considering hinge under first load, we can consider it under second load. So value we are going to get same because beam is symmetrical, so we have 5 MP by L. Proper cantilever, so we have in this way, so just we have seen likewise. So actually this is from elastic, and therefore we are with deflection we have considered over here, and from this we are going to get value of R is 25. Here we can use that value, that is equal to 5W by 16 also. So this problem actually is from elastic, but that was taken under this was not taken there, and therefore this was taken in this way. So upon 60, so you will get this value as 25 kilonewton instead of going for all this. So these are the questions which are from steel structures. So most of the questions you can see are theory based questions. So today we will stop here only. So this is all about your steel structures, which is from your GATE examination, that is last 20 to 25 years. So thank you. Good night.